The capital of the Stone-Cold Killers clan, which went by the strange name of the City, was a very interesting place. To begin with, the portal took us into an enclosed space, where we were immediately met by registrars. All new arrivals were searched, evaluated, and only once they had been declared safe were they released into the city. It was a good security technique, and I wanted to institute something similar in our dungeon. Grumbler assessed that it would be very hard to get through the bars that the chamber was constructed out of. In the time that it took, the vials of poison fixed in special recesses would turn any being into a corpse. At least, that was the idea. But, if you ask me, the poison they were using was far less potent than the noxious mess that had been seeping out of our laboratory until Shurin had turned up. If we could survive that, we'd survive here, too, though the smell might not be all that pleasant.
"What is the purpose of your visit to the city?" asked the registrar, once the first part of the check had been completed.
He hadn't found our names on the list of dangerous collectors. "A meeting with Crab."
"Do you have an appointment with our leader?"
asked the registrar, without even lifting his head from his paperwork. "No, but I'm sure he'll want to see the selected."
"The selected?"
he repeated, finally registering that something was unusual. Raising his eyes, he looked at me indifferently for a while, then turned to the others. Finally, it dawned on the poor guy, and his eyes widened.
"The great group, the selected? The one that is going to be the overlord of our great clan?"
"So, do we get past registration?" I had no intention of going into the details of our meeting with Crab.
"Yes, of course. Welcome to the city. I'll inform our leader of your arrival."
I was glad I didn't have to tell my group to be careful. We were all fully aware that we were entering the lair of a potential enemy, and that any mistake could cost us 200 grand in Solarium. 200 grand each. I couldn't see the Stone-Cold Killers as allies yet. Something in the back of my mind just wouldn't let me. Nonetheless, nobody attacked us as we came out of the portal. We left the building and stopped for a while, stunned by our surroundings. It took one look at Lyra to realize that she'd never speak to me again if I didn't let her take a wander around the local stores and markets. Ah, well. All right, group. I don't see any reason why we have to run and bow to Crab. I propose we take a look around and find out how much the Stone-Cold Killer's capital differs from our Crytham. I want to understand what we need to improve to stop Crytham from just being a trash heap. And we should take a look in the stores.